Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Terry from Tidbits and Tinkerings. Today we're going to put together this Christmas card. All the pieces are out here. This is a simple card to assemble, but a lot of people do better with visual instructions, so I'm going to go ahead and just do this video. These are print and cut images, and they are part of Access. These two panels are also print and cut, and these are patterns in Design Space, and they are also part of Access. So if you have Access, this entire card will be free for you to cut. We're going to go ahead and get started. This is your card base, and this is a tri-fold card. So we'll go ahead and fold this. Let me get my bone folder. There we go. And give it a nice crease. And then also on this side. And you want to make sure they're going to just join up. I actually use my scoreboard after the Cricut scores to make it easier to fold, and sometimes I don't get the lines perfectly straight. So there's that. And then these panels here are going to go right on the front, centered on those two folds. So we'll go ahead and get that done. And for this, I'm going to use my Scotch ATG gun. This is my go-to for a dry adhesive because it sticks really well. And the refills, if you find somewhere to buy, I buy mine off of Amazon. The refills are really inexpensive for the tape gun, so. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know how horrible I am at getting stuff lined up straight. Alright, there's that one. And then our second one. I'm a little late getting this out because things have just been hectic here lately. Plus we got a huge snowstorm. And we've just gotten dug out from that. But you may have time to get a couple of these made and sent out. Alright, so we have both of the panels attached, and then this piece here is for your sentiment, and it will go on the inside of the card here. I'm not going to attach mine yet because I'm going to handwrite a sentiment on it, and it's just easier to do before you put it into the card. Alright, and then these are our little embellishments that are going to go on the front. There are 3 layers for each one. So for this, I'm going to use a wet adhesive, and I prefer art glitter glue. I use the wet adhesive because it gives you a little bit of time to move it around if you don't get it perfectly centered. So, I'm just gonna put that on there. And alright, there's that one. And I am going to use a couple of adhesive squares on the back of this piece here, just to add a little bit of dimension. I have to pardon the sniffling. I think I'm trying to get a cold. I've managed to fight it off when everyone else got sick, but I think now I'm getting the tail end of it, and then I'll end up sick as a dog. I'm hoping not. I'm drinking the heck out of the Airborne, trying to build up my immune system, so hopefully that works for me. All right, and then this, you're just gonna pop down right in the center of these panels. Okay, there's that one. And then we do the same thing on this one. And I've got a hair in there. Get that out. All right. And then get that one here in the center. And I'm also gonna pop this one up a little bit. Like I say, this is a simple card to put together, and it goes together really fast, so this is a good one for doing several if you have a lot of cards to send out. All right, and there's that. And now the last piece of this assembly is just attaching these, and what we're going to do here, what makes this kind of a fancy fold card, is we're actually going to figure out your placement. This is going to be, you know, pretty well in the center of the card, as well as this. And then once you have your placement figured out, which, I mean, you don't have to be exact, but kind of liking it right there. So what I am going to do is, maybe not, I don't see my pencil laying here. But, all right, we're just gonna eyeball it, I guess. What I'm gonna do is use some more adhesive squares, if I can find more. All right, I got two there, okay. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is attach 2 adhesive squares to the right side, left side, yep, I'm backwards, on the back of this panel. So I'm going to do them on the left side here. I'm going to come in just a little bit. I don't want them all the way on the edge. All right, and then these are just going to get attached to this left panel, and I'm probably not going to get this centered, but I'm going to do my best. Alright, good enough. Okay, and that's going to just sit there, and then we're doing the opposite with this one. We're going to put an adhesive square on the right side back of this one. And I'm gonna, let's see, I'm actually gonna do one close to the edge and then one just a little further in on this. All right, and then I'm gonna make sure it's not gonna overlap that fold. There we go. And same thing, you want to try to get it centered up on this card. And then stick it down what I was going to do, the reason I was looking for a pencil was when I had these laid down and I knew they were pretty centered, I was just going to draw a little line here on each piece so I could line them up. But anyway, that is it. We have our little Christmas card, and then when it opens, your sentiment will be on the inside here. And you can dress up these panels if you want to, but I kind of tend to go for just plain cards when I'm trying to make a lot and in a hurry to get in the mail. So this is what I'm just going to stick with. But if you have any questions, oh, I did want to mention in the file that I'm going to be sharing in the description below, these panels here that I have the little peppermints on are going to be solid white. And the only reason I do that when I share a file is because printable patterns can't be opened on mobile devices. So I always just leave these a solid color, and then you can go in and put your printable pattern on there if you choose to. Or if you have your own pattern paper, you know, use that. This is, you know, this is a base card. Change it up, dress it up to your own likings. But anyway, any questions, just post them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.